Hey everyone, welcome back. I want to tell you about the night my smart home failed during a power outage, and I realized I'd replaced God with Google. I was a tech consultant. My entire house was automated. Alexa controlled everything. My phone had an app for every decision. AI told me what to eat, when to sleep, how to invest. I was 33, living in the future, and completely incapable of making a single decision without technology. This is about what happens when algorithms replace wisdom, and how a blackout taught me that some questions require more than a search engine. I was an early adopter of everything: smartwatch, smart doorbell, smart thermostat, smart lights, smart refrigerator that ordered groceries automatically. Alexa, turn on the lights. Alexa, what's the weather? Alexa, set an alarm. My phone tracked everything: my steps, my sleep, my heart rate, my calories. Apps managed my finances, my schedule, my relationships. I had an app that told me when to drink water, when to stand up. I literally couldn't remember to be thirsty without a notification. Decision-making became automated. What should I eat? Check the app. Where should I invest? Check the algorithm. Should I take this job? Google the pros and cons. I stopped trusting my own judgment. Why would I, when data was more reliable? Prayer became obsolete. Why ask God for guidance when I could ask ChatGPT? Why seek wisdom when Wikipedia had answers instantly? My Bible gathered dust. My devotional time became scrolling LinkedIn. Church podcasts replaced actual church. More convenient, more efficient. My girlfriend Lisa noticed, "You can't have a conversation without checking your phone." "I'm just making sure I'm accurate." "You Googled whether you loved me." "I was reading articles about how to know if you're in love." "That's insane. You can't Google feelings." But I didn't know how else to process decisions. Everything required data, external validation. I'd completely lost the ability to trust my instincts, my heart, my connection to God. Then came the storm. Massive. Knocked out power across the city. No electricity, no internet, no cell service. My smart home became a dumb home instantly. Lights didn't work, thermostat was dead, couldn't unlock my smart lock without power. I was trapped in my own house, in the dark, with no technology. My phone battery was at 12%, no way to charge it. I panicked. Lisa had been staying with her sister since our fight. We hadn't spoken in 3 days. Now I couldn't reach her. The silence was deafening. No background music, no notifications, no Alexa confirming my commands. Just me, alone, with my thoughts. Every instinct was to Google something. Can't Google, no internet. I wanted to know if Lisa was safe. Can't check her location. Phone's dying. For the first time in years, I had to sit with uncertainty, with not knowing. And I absolutely fell apart. Hour 6 of the blackout, my phone died. I had a breakdown. Sitting in the dark, spiraling into anxiety. What if Lisa was hurt? What if the power never came back? Then I remembered, my mom had given me a physical Bible 2 Christmases ago. For when technology fails, she'd said. I'd mocked her gently. "Mom, I have a Bible app." Now I dug through my closet, found it, used my car keys light to see enough to light a candle. Opened it randomly, Proverbs 3:5-6. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." I read it 3 times. Lean not on your own understanding. I'd been leaning entirely on algorithms' understanding, on Google's understanding, on data and apps and artificial intelligence. I hadn't trusted God with a decision in years because I trusted technology more. When had I last submitted anything to God? When had I prayed for guidance instead of searching for it? When had I sat in silence listening for his voice instead of drowning it out with podcasts? Technology had become my God, my source of truth, my guide, my wisdom. And now, sitting in the dark with a dead phone, I had to face the truth. I didn't know how to hear from God anymore. I got on my knees, physically, actually on my knees, for the first time in years, and prayed. Not a quick prayer, a real, broken, honest prayer. God, I've replaced you with Google. I've trusted algorithms more than your wisdom. I can't make a decision without external validation. I've lost the ability to hear your voice. Please forgive me. Teach me to trust you again. The silence that followed wasn't empty. It was full, expectant, sacred. And in that silence, I felt God's presence stronger than I'd felt it in years. The power came back 18 hours later, internet restored, phone charged, but I was different. I didn't immediately check everything, didn't scroll, just sat there, holding my phone, realizing I had a choice. I could go back to letting technology make every decision, or I could learn to trust God again. I called Lisa. Can we talk? In person? We met at a coffee shop. I didn't bring my phone in, left it in the car. I'm sorry, I said. You were right. I've let technology replace everything, including my relationship with you and with God. I Googled whether I loved you because I'd forgotten how to trust my own heart, how to pray about it, how to just know. Do you know now? She asked quietly. Yes, I love you. I don't need an app to tell me that. I just know. She cried. We talked for 3 hours. No phones, just conversation. I started making changes, deleted half my apps, set phone boundaries, started reading my physical Bible again, went back to actual church, in person. I began practicing decision-making without technology, small things at first, what to eat without apps, where to walk without GPS. It was terrifying, but also freeing. I learned to pray first, to sit in silence, to trust my instincts, which I realized were often God's gentle guidance I'd been too distracted to hear. Technology isn't evil, but when it replaces God as your source of wisdom, it becomes an idol. I still use technology. It's my job, but it's not my God anymore. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, or Google's, or ChatGPT, or any algorithms. In all your ways, submit to Him, not to your phone, not to AI, to God. Some questions can't be Googled. Some decisions require wisdom that doesn't come from data. Some paths are made straight only when you trust God instead of technology.
Thanks for watching. Here are today's reflection questions. When was the last time you made an important decision without consulting Google, an app, or AI? Just prayer and your own God-given wisdom. If all your technology stopped working right now for 24 hours, what would you realize you've been avoiding or neglecting in your life? Drop your thoughts about the story in the comments below. Your experience might encourage someone else facing the same choice. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more stories about finding ancient wisdom in our digital age.